the World Health Organization saying that the risk assessment is getting revised. It is now very high for the Democratic Republic of Congo, high at the regional level, but low at the global level, which will be welcome news for people in the rest of the world wondering if they're likely to get Ebola on their doorstep. But it is concerning news for anybody in the DRC and anybody here in the region. That is why you see Rwanda now banning any travelers who have been in the DRC over the last 30 days. Yesterday, Uganda banned all public transport between them and their neighbor, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And a short while ago, authorities in Ituri, that's the northeast of DRC, where this epicenter is, have banned most public gatherings, reducing it to a maximum of 50 people, banning wakes, and saying all funerals must be carried out within strict protocols. Part of that is because Ebola often spreads at funerals. In some parts of the country, people believe the final farewell is by touching the corpse of somebody who's departed. The World Health Organization saying this is problematic. They believe it's been spreading for a couple of months. And even though 177 suspected deaths and hundreds of suspected cases, the only confirmed cases are 82, according to the World Health Organization. Part of the reason for that is just the slow pace of testing. It took a while to get the right testing kits to the people in this remote part of the country. So that's kind of been a lagging indicator. But the science, based on where they've seen confirmed or suspected cases, leads them to believe this is a much bigger problem. And that is why the World Health Organization has released more than nearly $4 million. The UN Relief Chief adding even more to help the DRC cope with this and bring it under control.
An Air France flight bound for Detroit from Paris with a Congolese national on board briefly diverted Wednesday by the U.S. to Canada after border authorities said the passenger boarded the flight in error. It's among the latest efforts to keep the Ebola outbreak from reaching American soil.
Our number one thing has to be we can't have it affect the United States. We can't have Ebola cases coming here. So you saw we're now not allowing people to come in.
The U.S. government issuing new travel restrictions, with the CDC invoking Title 42, a public health law. Now, for at least the next month, anybody who's been in Ebola-affected areas in the previous 21 days, Uganda, South Sudan, or the Democratic Republic of Congo, who wishes to enter the U.S. must first fly to Washington Dulles International Airport in Virginia for enhanced screening. At least 10 CDC staffers are being sent there to help screen passengers, according to a CDC source. Meanwhile, the first confirmed American infected in this outbreak, Dr. Peter Stafford, who'd been working in the region, is improving at a German hospital.
El comediante y presentador estadounidense Stephen Colbert se despedirá este jueves de The Late Show, cerrando su etapa al frente del icónico programa nocturno de CBS que antes condujo David Letterman. Su próximo paso en televisión sigue siendo incierto, aunque ya confirmó que coescribe una nueva película de El Señor de los Anillos para Warner Bros. Junto a su hijo Peter McGee.